Hey, welcome back to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're cooking a dish using one of my favorite ingredients, bacon. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, well, one of the first steps in making this this chicken dish is we have boneless skin-on chicken breasts. You can use boneless, skinless. We bought these bone in and just boned them ourselves, and we use the carcasses in our broth. And here we just got some generic mojo. Use what kind of marinade you like. Kind of got stuck on this one lately. So this is just a Ziploc bag I had them in. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of that in there. Zip them up most of the way. Most of the air out of it. Massage them in real good. And we're going to stick them back in the refrigerator, and while we get the other parts of the dish going. Okay, well, the aioli sauce that we're going to make for this is going to have basil, and I don't have any in the house, so let's go to the store. You know, you guys know I like my stuff fresh, so we'll pick this guy. Alright, well, the first step is we have our basil here. We just washed that. We got some of the big leaves from down underneath there too. You want to make sure you got the most part of your stems out of there, because they'll get kind of stringy when you run this through the food processor. So that's mostly all real nice leaves. So we got our food processor here, and we're going to go ahead and just load all those right up in our food processor. Like I said, I just washed them. If you got any that look kind of nasty, I don't know what's up with that guy right there, but they don't look so great. So we'll take them out. Let's put them in here. I'm going to puree them out. Doesn't take long. And what you're going to find is they're all going to start sticking to the sides, and you know, from the water in them. So you're going to have to kind of push them back down in there, hit them again. Alright, so they chop pretty well, but not nearly enough to where we need them. So what we're going to use is some of our olive oil off of our smoked tomatoes. It has that beautiful smoked tomato flavor in it, just to help emulsify this basil. We got our basil ground down to where we like it. We put in about 3/4 of a cup of mayo. Just put that together and hopefully it'll cook. Going around in a circle. So while that's spinning, I'm going to add just about a teaspoon of sea lime. Stop it and scrape it down. This looks beautiful. Give it another few whirls. Beautiful. We'll scrape out our machine. We'll put this in a nice bowl, cover it, and put it in the fridge. It's important that you do this early in this process, because these flavors need time to come together. That's a beautiful basil aioli. That simple. Alright, well, we're going to do a bacon weave on our chicken. And we're gonna make that bacon weave and wrap it around our chicken breast before we put it on the Weber Kettle over here. We're gonna use the Weber Kettle to do the smoke on this. You know, it's just 2 chicken breasts. It's most efficient. And you know what? Once you learn how to use that Weber Kettle, you can do just as good a smoke stuff on that, especially chicken, as any other product you can have. You go to, you know, I've been to a lot of professional competitions, competed in a lot of competitions, and almost everyone in those competitions use the Weber kettle for their chicken. So it is truly the best tool for the job. So what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and show you how to do that bacon weave. We'll get that in the fridge and we'll start getting our chicken prep. Okay, for this bacon weave you only need two things. You need bacon. This is some center cut thick sliced bacon. Doesn't really matter, you can also use a thin cut regular bacon. These are pretty small chicken breasts, so we have the center cut. It was on sale. And you need some plastic wrap. So first thing we're going to do is it sounds like the natives are restless around here today. I'm going to go ahead and stretch out a piece of plastic wrap, put it right on the table there. You want to be, put that as big as your wrap, as your weave is going to be. And I hate messing with this stuff because these cutters on the boxes never work right. So we're going to spread that out in a layer. Alright, we got that out. Let's go ahead and open up this bacon. And it really doesn't matter, we'll just grab it out of here. You're going to lay all your pieces of bacon one direction on your center of your plastic wrap. I like to try to alternate them, because sometimes they're fattier at one end than the other, or skinnier or fatter at one end or the other. So I like to try to alternate them back and forth. You just want the edges touching. And obviously we want to make it big enough to go around whatever you're going to put it around. We just did a big, huge ground venison meatball last weekend that was bacon wrap as a test. I test these dishes out before I do bring them to you guys. So on a chicken breast, it's going to be a little bigger one way than the other, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, you can start this any direction you want. I started this side to side just because it's a better camera angle. But I'm going to go ahead and, since you get it on this plastic wrap, it sticks to it. It's pretty easy to handle from that point. I'm going to turn them the other way before we start doing the weave. Alright, so to start this out, we're going to fold every other strip halfway back. Just like that. And we're going to bring in some more of our strips. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to alternate them back and forth. So we're going to lay that one down right across there, and then we're going to bring those strips back over. Alright, now we're going to grab the other three and fold them back over top of that one. Now we had the fatty end going toward you that time, so we're going to put the fatty end back this way. We'll try to keep it straight too. Got a little curve on me. We'll put it right up against where we folded it back. Now we bring those back and we grab our other ones again. We pull them back over. Get those three. Okay. And we lay another strip, and you can see how that's starting to weave a pattern. Now we're going to do the same thing at the top. We have over, under, over, under. So we'll bring these three that are under back over top of what we just did, and pull in one right there, pull them back, grab our other three, pull them over, lay our piece, and put it right back down again. So there you go. Now we have our bacon weave all set up right there. Now you notice this is maybe one strip short right here. So if you want to go ahead and complete that out, just bring up, the ones that are under. Lay your piece, bring them back down. Now I find that will tend to want to fall apart. So I don't do that. But if you wanted to do it, you could. The best thing to do with these is bring your piece over, and that locks that last piece in. Same way on this side, we'll bring this piece over, and that locks that side in. You can do that on your edges if you like. Depends on what you're wrapping. So we may change that up a little bit. You know, once we wrap the chicken breast, we'll just have to see how it goes. But you're going to need about, this was a 12-ounce package of bacon. You're going to need about one of these for a thick cut for each chicken breast. If you use a thin cut, you probably can get away with one. So what we're going to do is just put another piece of cellophane over top of this, and we're going to put it in the fridge and make sure it's nice and cold before we start to operate with it. So another piece of cellophane right on top, and now you can handle this without it all falling apart on you. You can even roll it up like this if you want. Put it right back in the fridge. Hey, it's starting to get time to get this chicken ready, so let's show you real quick how we put it together. Alright, so we got our bacon weave rolls out of the fridge. We got our chicken out of the fridge, and we just put it in this you know, strainer to kind of just let some of the marinade drip off of it. But we're not going to rinse it. Okay, not going to rinse it. And then over here we have some grated Parmesan cheese and our favorite seasoning, Seminole Swamp seasoning. I just got this in today, actually, just in the nick of the time. This is the new no MSG version. I didn't really order that on purpose, but wasn't paying attention when I ordered it. But it still tastes very much. We moved our chicken breast onto a pan. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and sprinkle them very liberally. You know, they still got that marinade on them, so this is going to help this cheese. This is our grated Parmesan Reggiano. Grated Parmesan Reggiano cheese, and we're going to put that all over them. And that's going to serve two purposes. One, it's going to give it a freaking awesome flavor, and two, it's going to give, when it melts as it's cooking, it's going to give something for our bacon to stick to. You could just grill those or smoke those off just like that and they'd be awesome. But you know how we got to do it around here. Got to step it up a notch. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our bacon weave, we're going to unroll it out of the cellophane, and you got to kind of be careful because you got two layers of that cellophane, so make sure you get both of them down. And this is the kind of the smaller one we have, and it, you know, we had two different size chicken breasts, so this is going to be for the smaller ones. So we're going to go ahead and take that top layer of the cellophane off that we used to get it in the fridge. Alright, very easy. Alright, now we're going to take our smaller chicken breast that's all covered in that beautiful Parmesan Reggiano, and we're going to kind of put it the long ways on the rectangle of the bacon there. And this cellophane, you're going to see the biggest reason for having this now. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fold those flaps down that we folded in, but I'm going to go ahead. That's going to allow you to lift this bacon weave all as one unit. So we're just going to kind of take it and we're going to roll it right over the chicken breast, just like that. And then when you get to the point where it starts to tuck in at the bottom, turn this around so you guys can see. You get the point it starts tucking in the bottom, we'll just kind of ease the cellophane off and keep rolling it. Alright, and we'll bring this out. Alright, now we want to kind of tuck it in around the ends of our chicken breast, like so, and then pull it back around like a big log. Then we can flip it very easily, just like I just did. Alright, and kind of straighten them up on the ends a little bit. Bring them in there. Pull this cellophane right back over. Just seal it up on the bottom. And then we're going to twist with our ends. And we're going to twist it in the direction that our cellophane's wrapped. Twist it and pull it in. Twist it and pull it in. Okay? And then you can just kind of roll it. If you roll it in the right direction, it's going to pull up nice and tight, just like that. Just like a little sausage. And that's what we want. And then we'll put that over on the side of our pan, and we'll put that back in our fridge and let it set up for a little while. We'll just continue with the other one, and we'll have 2 bacon wrapped chicken breasts. Okay, there are our 2 completed bacon wrapped chicken breasts wrapped in cellophane. Alright guys, set up on the Weber kettle. I'm looking at the at my little air vents down at the bottom. My little lever down here. I am really, that is all the way off that first notch. I am just cracking this thing. Okay? To where there's just the smallest amount of opening at the bottom. Okay? And we'll go ahead and get some coals started. Okay, this time we're going to use a new product here. This is first time I've seen it in the stores. The new Kingsford 100% lump briquettes. And we're going to go ahead and start about maybe a half chimney of those. And we'll be putting apple wood on for smoke. Okay, we let those chill for a minute, and to make sure that bacon really sets on there so it doesn't unroll. Turn it on the grill. We're going to stick it in the freezer for a little while. I lit my charcoal, and just when I start seeing them glowing at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and dump them out. At this point, I don't want them all to be burning. Just lit, because we want to be able to control our heat in here. I'm going to go ahead and put our rack on with the openings over the fire so that we can get to putting some wood on there. And right away, I go ahead and get our lid on and open it up. And we'll keep an eye on that temperature gauge. We're looking at about 275. Smells awesome already. Okay guys, the smoker's ready. I've just brought these out of the freezer. They're really cold and they're really nice and firm. And I just put them on a couple of small pieces of aluminum foil. It's going to make it easier to get them on the grill. And it'll also keep the bacon from sticking to the grill grates until that gets cooking. And once it gets set a little bit, then we'll slide that aluminum foil out from underneath it. Now that we got these guys on, it's going to go ahead and put a nice chunk of apple wood right down there on the coals. Get the lid back on, and we'll be smoking. About 280 when I took the lid off. Okay, well, it's been a couple minutes coming up at temp. Now it's time for our Seminole Swamp seasoning. We're just going to give that a nice sprinkle over the top. Yummy. It's been about an hour, so we slid those tin foils out from underneath the chicken breast, and we'll give them about another 30 minutes, and then we'll check on the temp. And they're smoking along real nice at about 280. Alright folks, we're going in here and checking temps. My perfect temp for a chicken breast is 155. We're almost there. Yeah, that's the smaller one. The big one's going to be, you know, quite a bit behind that. It's 144. Right? So a couple more minutes, we're going to be pulling these guys off. Okay, side dish, Aztec roasted corn. Very easy, sweet corn. Painted with mayo. Seminole swamp seasoning. Okay, and then hang on, I wasn't very prepared there. Chili powder. Okay, good cut of that, both sides. Turn it over. Chili powder. Alright, we're going to throw that on the grill. Which, since our chicken just got done, we threw a few more coals back on it and got it fired up. Alright folks, time for the plate up. So our bacon wrap chickens are over in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of them out here. Now you could serve this up completely like this, you know, and let your guests slice them. I just want you guys to look and see what this looks like inside. The chicken is still moist and juicy. The bacon is smoky and beautiful. So I'm going to give it a couple slices. Go ahead and put it right up on our plate. Just like that. Bacon is kind of going wild there. Remember back in the very start of the video, this is our basil aioli. So we're going to go ahead and just put some of that on the plate here. Not coming out real well. So we'll take the top off. Do a little dipping sauce on the side there. And here we have our pasta with the smoked tomato pesto you see us make earlier. Really cool. And Aztec corn. And you know, this time I think we'll do a little garnish, a little sprig of basil, fresh from the garden. Hey, thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet. As always, please subscribe, share, comment. Hey, if you like what we're doing, hit that like button. We'll see you next time.